Hello everypony, Dale over here. Warning, this video contain pictures from Google that is not mine, and also warning it's going to contain my personally opinion about the school in My Little Pony and the students. So without further ado, here we go. 3, 2, 1. So this is the room with the map and chandelier that I had a theory about falling down, and the memories are going to go to one of the main six. But instead, I was actually thinking like the memories would go to the new main six, so we can have them split up. For example, like Applejack to Yuna and Rarity to the dragon, or like however we want them to be like put together, yeah. This is just a base idea that I had. Also, like how it could represent the 6 elements in the shield and stuff like that. But I'm also thinking about the potential of actually Starlight becoming evil again, or evil clone of her, because like we saw that Queen Chrysalis can now make clones out of trees. So I was actually thinking about Queen Chrysalis coming back and making the main tree, the Crystal of Harmony tree, or what it's called, into a clone of Starlight that was evil, yeah. But I have been thinking a lot about like making the main 6 or the main 7 now into the 7 deadly sins. But I actually think there's more possibility of the students becoming the 7 deadly sins, or that something happening to the school, because like a lot of us do like the students more than we like the school. So I'm thinking about like we want more background story, or we want like more background story for the main 6, where we are actually seeing more from their childhood and stuff like that, so we can actually see into why, for example, they have been friends so long and stuff like that, and that could be really interesting. But this, with mixing it up, it could also be interesting for like the students to come into the room with the chandelier and seeing all of the memories, and being like maybe mixed up into like the ones that I have here, and being like the new main 6, or how to say that. I'm not sure which are going to be what, but I showed you guys a picture or a raw idea about who I'm thinking fits to who. If you have any other idea about who you think like is going to represent whom, or overtake the other main 6, for example, I have the idea with Yuna and Applejack. So if you guys have other idea, I would like to know about it, because like I think like that the new representative of the magic is actually Starlight, so, or the green one, yeah. So I'm like thinking it's going to be like a resolve of them like having an episode where we actually see something happening to the school. It gets destroyed, or something happens to it, and then we see like the main 6 going out on a quest or something in those lines and not coming back, and then the children or the class is sent out for like getting them back, and it could be a trial in like how they are taking care of like stuff when there's no grown-ups, or how to say that. I know like they have their parents, but I think like this could be a really good episode actually, also for the map to actually call maybe the students of the main 6 and stuff like that. But let me know what you think in the comments down below about this idea, because like I have heard a lot of you guys being like We like the students more than we like the school. I see similarities in the main six to the students. So I'm not understanding why they're not taking the students onto the map quests, or how to say that. But I'm figuring out like the show just wants to continue with the elements that we already have, and that's fine by me. But I also really feel like it could be a really good potential episode to have like Starlight become evil and like overtake them, so they can be like the evil the seven deadly sins, or how to say that, because like I really think that there's a possibility or potential for that episode to happen, or like the real main seven, including Starlight, or becoming the seven deadly sins, and then the students have to help them, because like that's also a way that I can see them like competing or like doing stuff like that. I'll show the pictures here again about who I'm thinking can represent whom. I also have a question mark with some of them, and I also had like potential for like Starlight, but I don't know, like I just really feel like it could be a great episode, because like I don't think like Starlight is 100% redeemed yet, and I think like it could be a nice episode if we saw the chandelier falling down onto the cutie map and maybe destroying the map, so there were no future map episodes, or how to say that, but like it calls out for like help. Maybe it will call out for the pillars, and the pillars will become the seven deadly sins, but that's like a really far shot. I really think like something is going to happen with the students, so they see the background story, and maybe some of the childhood story about the main six. Like I know that we have seen, for example, the race with how they got their cutie marks and stuff like that, the background story for that. But I'm thinking about background story even before this, because like the main six have been friends even before they had their cutie marks and stuff like that. And I think like it could be really interesting to witness an episode where we actually saw how they grew up, or like how they became friends in the first place, because like there was a lot of you guys that also were talking about the new episode with Rainbow Dash and Rarity. But I'm also like thinking it's not always that you have time for your friends, and even still, if you have been friends for like a long time, I don't think like you know everything that is to like your friendship, or how to say that. They could have like done it a little bit better with like making an episode where we actually saw what they have in common when they were younger, or how to say that. So an emotional episode where we actually saw them think about their childhood and how they became friends and stuff like that. But that's a whole other thing. I'm rambling on a little bit here, but I actually really enjoy this, and I really look forward to like future episodes, and I hope like there's going to be a future map episode where the children are called by the map, or like where the all the main six are really called for something, not like the thing that Discord did, even though that was funny. But I really wish for a future episode where they're called to a villain. For example, T-Rex have escaped, or Queen Chrysalis have resurrected Sombra, or something in those lines, something really big, and something like that could be really interesting. Maybe a new villain could actually be also a good idea, but I still have like the thinking like Queen Chrysalis is hope that became sad and became the queen and stuff like that. But that's a whole other thing again. But I really do like the students, and I hope like they will have like future episode and forget a little bit about the school. That's actually all that I have to say about that. Do remember that inspiration is right around the corner. Do remember to take care of yourself and loved ones. And that's actually all. Yeah, okay. Bye.